Alright, so now in this one I'm going to go over common mistakes that you do when you're going through this. Putting the band on first, way to do it, foot to the groin, knee to the outside, band goes underneath the foot. Where we get a lot of mistakes at here is knee here, foot forward, trying to put the band on here. If you're taller, it's a little bit tougher to get on. If you get these bands to the outside of the knee, you start doing things like this where it's hard to get on and it's things start going around, it's a lot harder to see one band. A lot of times you'll get things like this where they can't figure out what's going on. So in order to do that, get the foot to the groin, knee to the outside, band goes right in the middle, grab one side, turn the band over. And from there, when we go into the ankle exercises, straighten the foot out. One thing you want to do here, bring the opposite foot underneath, get this heel off the ground. One thing you'll see is the foot's here. When you get turning, there's nowhere for that foot to move. You can't get the range of motion. You want to get the heel underneath, pull down, get that range of motion there, really stretch in and out. Couple errors here. When you pull, you got tension on it, you're pulling in and out. If I do this, I take the tension off every time. You don't want to go, you want to pull back, hold the tension, let the foot move. Another thing, that foot needs to be up toward the ceiling to hit the perineal muscles to make sure the ankle's strong. If you're doing things like this, you're missing the ankle and you're not strengthening anything. So you want to make sure they're back, holding, forward and backward. Same thing on the other side, grab, pull, hold, up and down. You don't want any of this stuff, the foot all over the place or the foot on the ground. Make sure it's up and in place. And from there, when we move on to the calf exercises, same deal, foot underneath, reach down. You're going to adjust the band up here to the ball of the foot. You're going to pull down and hold. Most common mistake here is when the band is in the middle of the foot from the last position and you work here, there's no tension on the calf. The tension has to be up here with the band. So if I'm down here, I'm not doing anything. I need to make sure that band comes up and I get the band on that foot. Another problem would be if you get it up here and that band slips off. So you want it right on the ball of the foot, right before where your toes start. Foot underneath, forward and backward. A couple things here, again, going forward and back with the tension, you're not doing anything. Pull back, hold, move the foot forward and backward. So that's on the calf there, that's what you're looking for. You want them in a straight line. You don't want to see all this to the left, to the right, all different. Forward and backward, one straight line. And from there, we'll go on where we wrap the band. You want to bring them over top, bring the knee through, let that sit on the knee and bring it back. A couple of things you'll see here. You'll take the band, it'll go like this. You don't have very much tension here at all if it's not on the knee. There's no stress in the band. You need to make sure that band gets on the knee, bend it right here, and bring it up and go again. If the band slips off, straighten the leg out, start over, make sure it's on the knee, up and down. Another mistake, keeping the foot here. I'm not in the Achilles tendon. If I'm there, I'm in the upper calf muscle. If I'm here, I'm in the Achilles tendon. I need to make sure this heel is at least with this knee or closer into the body. That's the first one there. Next one, when we work the whole ankle, we bring the foot in the air and we circle around. What you don't want to see is the foot on the ground. There's nowhere to circle. And you don't want to see the leg moving. You want that leg straight and you want the ankle to move. Big circles here, one direction. Tell them circle with the toe as big as they can. If you see the leg moving, that's the cue that'll get them to straighten that up. You want to go one direction and you want to go the opposite direction. One thing you'll see here is if you see people with an ankle injury, one direction it'll kind of look like this, the other direction will be a big circle. Work them a little bit more on that weaker side because the muscles haven't been retrained yet to work. If it slips off, again, put it back on, bring it back, circle around.